All right, so we are back up at the property. Here's a field behind us. Down there, we're up on where we're going to have the house, ideally. We got a guy out here pumping our well. We're up here and just trying to see what we can do. He's going to pump it out to see how fast it refills. We've had some people out here before, and I'll show you the pipe in a second. But it had gotten hit. They couldn't get a seal around it, and they said to call them back once we get a pump house built. But we need power to get the pump house, or we need power to get a pump house. Hey, future editing Josh here. I was obviously pretty scatterbrained while we were up at the property getting the well pumped out. What I was trying to say is in Gordon County, you can't have power brought onto the property until there's a structure there. Well, the problem with that is we didn't want to put a structure up if the well was bad. So we had to have somebody with a generator come up and pump out the well for us. We're figuring it out. So he's out here. Very, very nice man. Everybody up here is super nice. Just going to see what happens. Alrighty. So we had a little bit of a mishap at first. He was trying to start the generator up and it wouldn't start. So we had to run into town and grab some starter fluid. Came back, thing was already running, already pumping out. Water looks clear, doesn't smell bad. We already shocked it, I'd say 6 months ago. So it was pumping out a good rate. The well's only like 30, 40 feet down, or feet deep. So, and it was pumping, he said, about 23 gallons a minute. So the fact that it wasn't running out was a good sign at first. So it seems like we got he said it's got a good level. And it seemed to be pumping out pretty good. He just shut it off for a minute to see how fast it was going to refill, to see how much it got. It was really, really dirty coming up at first, but that's to be expected. You know, this well hasn't been used in 20 years. The guy up the street said he used to drink from this well when he was little, which is pretty cool. His parents owned all of this land. So we'll see what happens. He's pumping it out again, and then we'll see what he says. So we are heading back to the barn. There's H in the background.
It is a balmy 51 degrees and raining outside.
Very rainy.
Very rainy. And Huddy is in the back. Eat.
We coming back from the property, heading to the barn to take your whiskey. Just had a gentleman from Blue Ridge come down and over to our well to pumping out. We've had not great history with the well in the past.
It's really, really, really old, like a century old. There was an old homestead there before, and this well has raised a family before us, and then the people who live there moved away. I think they passed, and Mr. Steve, our neighbor, who I'm sure you'll meet in much later episodes, but Mr. Steve was pulling water off of this well, him and his wife, Miss Connie, for a long time after the house was gone. So the well has been in use, even though there hasn't been a homestead there.
And Ray, who lives up the street from the property, said that he used to swim in the creek at the property and drink from the well when he was little, and he's in his 60s, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. So it's an old well, and it has
Yep.
proven itself to be able to raise families, and it has raised multiple.
Yep.
Um,
And I said in an update video, I think, that the pipe coming up out of the ground had gotten hit. A tractor or something had got it into. So it was not a circle, it was kind of oblong. And we had a couple guys come up.
oh, puppy.
They came up a few months ago, and because it wasn't a circle, they were not able to get a seal on top of that pipe because they came up to pump it out, and they weren't able to do it. So we didn't have good luck with it in the past. This guy came up and went to pump it, and his generator died.
Dead.
So we had to go into town to get some starter fluid. And of course, 3 minutes after we left, he got it started.
But now we know where the hardware store is.
Yes, we do. And the lady was super nice. Anyhow, so we came back up. It was already pumping. And he was very, very impressed. He said he hasn't seen a well this shallow in a long time. I think our well is like 60 foot deep. But all in all, it was pumping about 6 gallons a minute, which is fantastic.
He was impressed. For that shallow of a well,
Yep.
to be pumping that much water with no lag at all. Like, we pumped for probably an hour, and it was still pumping 6 gallons a minute. So
Don't mind the camera shaking, guys. The road's kind of bumpy. Sorry.
no, that's just me. I'm hungry.
Shaking?
That's my tummy.
No, that's not.
It was a good joke.
It was. So, very, very good news about the well. We've been super anxious about it, especially, like I said, with the history that we've had not great luck with it. So that's great news. Don't eat the mic.
Hungry.
So we just,
So that's our update.
Yeah,
we
just-
have a well that works, and it is beautiful. And now we are going to call Mr. Haithcock in Ball Ground, Georgia.
he's the one that originally came up that was not able to pump it.
But now he can put a pump on, and we can move forward. So super exciting. Yay!
So that's our update. We wanted to give you guys a quick little update while it's fresh in our minds. You can see Huddy's feet in the background. Wave with your foot. Anyway, there's our update.
Gonna go scoop poop now.
Yep, and then I got a dentist appointment. Yay.
Double yay. Okay, bye.
Alrighty, see y'all.